Uh, Um, so sorry. Hold on. Just got around. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here to celebrate something that means a lot to me. Today marks my teacup Yorkshire Terrier's very first birthday, and I could not imagine a better group of people to share it with. A year ago, I brought home a tiny ball of fur that could fit right in the palm of my hand. I thought I was just getting a small dog, but what I really got was a best friend, a shadow that follows me everywhere, and a little ruler of the house. I never expected that something so small could have such a big personality or such a strong hold on my heart. From the moment she arrived, life has been entertaining. She walks around the house like she owns the place and always finds a way to make her presence known. If a leaf blows across the porch, she charges at it like a brave little guard dog. And if she catches a glimpse of her reflection in the mirror, you would think there is another Yorkie in the house trying to challenge her. Every day she makes me laugh, and no matter what mood I'm in, she manages to lift it. But behind all of that attitude is the sweetest little heart. After a long day of work or classes, the best feeling in the world is coming home to see her waiting by the door, tail wagging so fast it looks like she might lift off the ground. She does not care if I had a good day or a bad one. She's just happy to see me. Dogs have a way of loving you that feels so genuine. They do not judge, they do not expect much, and they never get tired of showing their affection. She has been a constant comfort through long study nights, stressful days, and times when I just needed to feel calm. Somehow she always knows when to curl up next to me and remind me to slow down. It's crazy how a small creature can bring so much peace. She has a way of making everything feel okay, even when nothing else seems to be going right. What I love most is how much she has taught me about life. Watching her has made me realize how simple happiness can be. She can spend hours chasing a toy, laying in a patch of sunlight, or exploring the same corner of the yard like it's brand new every time. She enjoys every moment fully. Because of her, I've learned to appreciate the little things like quiet mornings, small victories, and just being with people I care about. It amazes me how someone who weighs less than my backpack can have such a huge impact on my life. In only 1 year, she has brought me laughter, patience, and a kind of love that feels endless. Whether she's zooming around the living room or resting her head on my arm, she makes every moment feel better just by being there. So today, as we celebrate her first birthday, I just want to say thank you to her and to all of you for being a part of this little celebration. You've all seen her grow from a tiny puppy into the funny and confident dog that she is today. To my teacup Yorkie, may your days be filled with treats, soft blankets, and more belly rubs that you can count. You may be small, but your love fills up the whole room. Everyone, please raise a glass or maybe a dog treat and join me in a toast to my little best friend. Happy first birthday to the most fearless, lovable, and joyful pup in the world. Cheers.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Caylee, the very proud sister of the groom, Carson. Standing here today, I cannot believe my brother is getting married, and I cannot believe he's getting married to Stephanie. For as long as I can remember, Carson always talked about Stephanie from sixth grade on to now, 8 years later. Today is not just a celebration of love, it's joining of both of our families and giving me my first and only sister-in-law. I've had I've had the privilege of knowing Carson his entire life, obviously, from him being a goofy child to now becoming a man and being married today to the love of his life. I'm honestly so happy that he found someone to make him this happy and honestly changed him as a person. Today, I want to share a few things about my brother, what makes this relationship so special, and the love that brings us all together here tonight. First, I'll share a little bit about Carson and how he chased Stephanie for 3 years before she finally said yes. Next, I'll talk a little bit about their relationship and finally say a few words about their future together and why I'm so excited for it. For as long as I could remember, when Carson was in sixth grade, he would always bring up Stephanie, then in seventh grade, and then in eighth grade. It went on throughout middle school. He always would come home saying how he would try to talk to her, and she would never give him the time of day. He'd always said, she rejected me every day. And finally, he kind of just stopped talking about it. And then once he entered high school, she finally gave him a chance. I was so excited since I've been hearing about the same girl for 3 years. She finally gave him a chance, and he never stopped liking her. When Stephanie entered his life, everything changed for the better. She not only made my brother a happier person, but she was the missing puzzle piece to our family. I remember the first day when I met her, she came to my rec volleyball game when I was 10 years old, and I was so excited. It felt like a celebrity was coming to watch me. From this day, I knew that Stephanie would be a part of our family forever. Seeing them together made me very happy, and it felt like I had another sister and someone that I could always be able to talk to about things. Lastly, love isn't just about the perfect moments. Trust me, I've seen them argue. I've seen her take my sides in most of me and my brother's fights. But at the end of the day, they always make up. And no matter what, they always show up for each other in every single day. Carson and Stephanie both have a bright future ahead of them. Stephanie more now that she's in school to be a doctor. I'm not only excited to be getting a sister-in-law today, but I'm excited to see their future and hopefully be a future aunt in the next few years. Finally, to conclude this speech, I am happy. I'm finally up here making this speech. After Carson and Stephanie being together for now 8 years, everybody's always like, when are you proposing? When are you proposing? And I was happy when the day finally came. Today, we're not just celebrating a wedding, but we're celebrating two people being brought together for the rest of our lives. So, if everyone please raise a glass with me to my brother and his wonderful wife, Stephanie. May your guys' days be filled with laughter and love, and I'm wishing you guys the best future. Cheers.
Good evening, one and all. What an honor it is for me to speak tonight at our end of the year cheer banquet with the team, our fantastic coaches, the parents who have supported us, the school staff, and everyone else who has been an integral part of our journey. What a crazy thought to consider how quickly this season has passed. Together, we have shared a lot, from enduring practice sessions to cheering Friday night games. The event tonight is not only about going back to the games we were present at or the trophies we were given. It is also about celebrating the soul, the devotion, and the connection that compose this team. Through every game, long practice, and crazy stunt, we have demonstrated that the very essence of team spirit lies in friendship, keeping together, and working hard. We have picked up more than just cheerleading lessons about leadership and staying united that we will carry with us forever. Every time we supported one another, both physically and emotionally, we not only improved our skills, but we also built trust. And that trust made us a team that could go through any challenge together. Not everything was smooth, of course. Sometimes practice was tedious, some routines felt impossible, and the weather was either way too hot or way too cold. However, it was precisely these moments of adversity that drew us closer. This season was made by commitment and teamwork in the rough times. Whether it was the successful execution of the stunt after weeks of effort or recognizing when to support each other in the case of failure, we always found a way to keep things going, wreathed in smiles and glitter. But what I remember most are the little things: the laughter we had on the bus after games, the pep talks we gave each other before going on stage, and all the inside jokes that we had. This is what converted us from simply being a group of teammates to being a very close knit family. We have all gone through these experiences together and grown in ways that cannot be measured by victories alone. It is all about the love and respect that we have created among ourselves. When we review this past season, I want us all to take a second to acknowledge the process we made, not only as cheerleaders, but as people who are now going to be out in society. Each of us has become stronger, more self assured, and more helpful through this group. Together, we have discovered what it means to support one another, to get through the hard times, and to rejoice in the good ones. The lessons we have learned during this season are not only applicable to cheerleading, they have also shown us how to lead with love, work with content, and have faith in ourselves, even when things get tough. And that's what makes this cheerleading team so unique. I love you guys all so much, and I can't wait to see what y'all bring in this next year. So, in that case, let's have a party.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Cecilia, Sophia's twin sister, or as she likes to call me, her built-in best friend. Being twins means we've shared everything, a birthday, a face people sometimes confuse, and an unspoken competition over who's the older one. For the record, it's me, and it's only by a few minutes. We've been through every stage of life side by side, from matching outfits our parents thought were cute to awkward teenage phases we swore to never speak of again, to figuring out life one chaotic step at a time. Through it all, she's been the person who gets me without me having to explain anything. And honestly, that's what I've always loved most about being her twin. We've had this connection that's hard to describe. A secret translator, and a built-in hype woman all in one. Now seeing her today, happy, confident, and surrounded by people who love her, I couldn't be prouder. She's grown into someone strong, funny, and endlessly kind, with just enough sass to keep things interesting. If you know Sophia, you know she has this incredible ability to light up every room she walks into. She's the kind of person who makes everything a little louder and a lot more beautiful. And trust me, if you ever gone out with her, you know what I mean. So tonight I want to celebrate her, my sister, my twin, my built-in best friend. You deserve every bit of happiness to this moment. This moment brings, and all the good things still come. Everyone, could please raise a glass to my sister, to your strength, your laughter, and your ability to make life brighter just by being in it. May the years ahead of you be full of love, joy, and endless reasons to celebrate. Cheers.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here on this special day. Graduation is one of the many achievements we all reach at a young age. And although high school is a roller coaster of events, it's important end of a chapter that marks the beginning of the next chapter we soon embark. Tonight, we celebrate not just my brother's achievements, but also the hard work, determination, growth, and heart that has brought him here. High school isn't easy, and I know this because it wasn't easy for me. You undergo so many challenges and changes in classes, workload, exams, and even friendships. In senior year, although it's your last year, it's by far one of the hardest years to keep up with. With everything you must deal with, starting with college admissions, SAT scores, and senior activities, there's truly so much on your plate in high school. But even with all these struggles and setbacks, I've seen my brother pull plenty of all-nighters throughout his years in order to attempt to cram all his studying in order to maintain good grades. And so he manages to still be prepared for the next day to see what it has in store for him. Earning a degree isn't just about receiving a diploma or walking across the stage. It's a milestone that acknowledges all the tireless moments, frustration, and sacrifices you have made over the last 4 years. In the end, you can remember each day that came with the challenge and proudly stand tall and recognize all the work that has paid off. I remember in elementary school when he was much younger, he was shy and often nervous about attending school. But over the years, I've watched him grow into someone who not only works hard, but also inspires those around him to do the same. His success isn't just measured by the diploma he holds, but by the person he has become along the way. As we look ahead, I can't help but feel excited for the bright future that lies before him. I know college is a major change, but I know that whatever path he chooses, whatever life takes him next, I know he'll keep the same determination, curiosity, and heart that have carried him this far. So tonight we raise our glasses to my brother, to the past that has shaped him, to the present that we celebrate, and the future that is waiting for him. Cheers.